Greetings, Minecrafters, and welcome today to our Minecraft discussion. Oh geez, getting a little drink for himself right there. This is Beaver Pond number 1. With very loud bugs today and lots of salamanders in there. It's kind of neat. Anyway, so this is just a spectacular day up here at the Notch. Anyway, so my name is Kimberly Quinn, and I'm thrilled to have a conversation today about when to use, practice, embrace the mantra of I don't care. Okay? And right off the bat, I want to say the disclaimer. We're not saying we don't care about anything. We care about injustice. We care about, of course, what we're talking about when we're dealing with the prickly pears, at work or in our home lives, out there in the world, whatever. And it's just another strategy. So we've talked about being quietly effective, and this fits into that because it's so easy when we get into a circumstance or solution. I mean, it happens life, right? It happens frequently where they're getting all locked in their power plays and toxic chess moves and all that. And we tend to dig in with our, because especially if it's so legit, they're legitimately being manipulative behind the scenes. Again, even if it's subtle, it can be anywhere along the way. It doesn't have to be huge and big. It can be, or it can be here, or it can just be those, players. I like to call them just players. They're just manipulating and passive aggressive, which of course means that they really are pissed, but they don't want to say so. So they do all kind of microaggressions and things like that. And one tip that can work, and obviously the circumstances, situations are all different. Sometimes there needs to be a conversation when it's, right out there obvious and all that. But as far as a lot of the petty stuff, what can really, really work is practicing the mantra, I don't care, in your head. And it might sound so simple, but let me just explain what really helps because what we really need to do is unhook ourselves, and that can be really tough because with the law of attraction, the more we think about something, whether it's good, bad, or anywhere in between, the more of it comes to us, it gets a hold on us, right? I think we've all been in those shoes, right? And the longer that goes on, the harder it is to detach from it. So it's really important to say this mantra, and here's why. What we're not caring about, so I did the disclaimer, it's not about people's well-being, obviously, and injustice and all this kind of thing. Of course we care about that stuff. What we don't give a fat rat's ass about is that person's problem with us, or the fact that they don't approve of us. Don't care, do not care. What I do care about is how I feel. And so if they're doing all their antics and all their, toxic shenanigans, we have to kind of force it sometimes because the law of attraction really has a grip on us, right? We want to stay locked in and she said, he said, they said, and what they did to us and how it's not fair and all this other stuff. And all that may be true. But honestly, and also from a psychological standpoint, I'm not saying this is easy. It's not easy. Trust me, I've been there. It's not easy. Is it that simple, though? Yeah, it kind of is, because the quickest way to extinguish an unwanted behavior is to ignore it. Very hard. Ask any parents of toddlers. They'll tell you. It's not easy, especially in the grocery store and they're flipping out and you're getting all the judgmental laser vision from the other parents, or at least you feel like you are. And you gotta stick to your guns and follow through and just let the child scream and carry on so that they learn that somebody's in control and it's not you, little one, right? It's the parent, and that'll teach them to not have tantrums. Well, it's not really different with the prickly pears out there in the world, whether it's workplace or home or whatever. And the worst thing we can do is give them the reward of the attention that they're looking for. And it can be, again, really, really tough. In practice, what can help is our inner dialogue is that, here's the thing. It's also the same, it's also the same as when we've talked about doing the framework. Because when we get back into our frames, that's when the inner peace comes. Because it's easy to get yanked out of our frames sometimes, especially by the prickly pears and definitely the toxics. That's a whole nother level. When we get into caring about what they think of us, then we're not in our frame. If we're caring what someone else thinks of us, then we're not in our frames, because the message is, what you think of me is more important than what I think of me. And we don't ever, ever, ever want that. And so once we realize that, 'cause we can't do what we don't know, right? We have to come into this awareness with it. Then we have the responsibility, Dr. Dave, we have a responsibility to get back in our frame, kind of get centered, and realize, you know what I think is more important than what anybody else thinks, regardless of their power position, regardless, I don't care what they're the CEO or president of, no matter what, underneath it all, what I think of me trumps everything else that anybody else thinks of me. That's just it. It's how it goes. And it can really help to use the I don't care mantra quietly in our heads. I don't care about what you think of me. I don't care about all the antics you're pulling with so-and-so at work who's in a power position to try to maneuver yourself to get the promotion. I don't care about any of that. I care about how I feel. I care about that I feel good. I care about that I'm in alignment with myself and God, universe, source, or however you want to say. I care that I'm in alignment, living my highest vibration self. And you are not bringing me down. You know, you're not lowering my vibration. I'm not coming down to be on your low vibe place. No way. Okay? Because why? I don't care where you are with your vibration. I can't fix that for you. I can't raise you up to my vibration. You got to do that all on your own. And if you're not in this awareness place like I am, that just is what it is. I can throw you all the blessings, ask for all the blessings, and release with love and kindness, but that isn't my job to bring you up to my vibe. Plus, I just can't do it. All it does is bring me down to a lower vibe. So we just have to practice the I don't care about any of the antics. I care that I feel good. When my cup runneth over, then I've got loads to give to other people. When I allow myself to get drained and depleted, I got nothing. Not for me and not for you. So we got to keep ourselves filled up. It is not selfish. Or we can say it's selfish, but it's a good selfish. It's good selfish and bad selfish, right? Good selfish, keeping our cups filled up till they overflow. Then you say, whatever's in this cup is for me, and whatever flows out is for the rest of y'all. I think Oprah said that, actually. But that's all about it. So if you have to, then practice the I don't care mantra. Works like a charm. It really does. Okay, this is Kimberly Quinn signing off from the beautiful, beautiful Notch with Lil G. Have a mindful day.